good to be here. Kind of echo what everybody has said. It's still kind of riding the high from last weekend, but you know, I'm not satisfied with that. I want a blessing this weekend too. You know, every day. We need it every day. I truly do. You know, because it was no time. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, when, you know, already you're just back into the grind of work and school, or, you know, regular life problems. You know, so it'll try real hard to take your mind off of the Lord. And you know, so I come here leaning on each of you, all of my brothers and sisters, to strengthen each other, you know, so that we can lean on one another, and because you never know what somebody else is going through internally. You know, we can put on a good face, we can fake it with the best of them, but you never truly know what's going on inside somebody, the struggles that they're having. But the Lord does, and that's why, you know what, in a room, you can guarantee there'll be some that are riding the high, Brother Shad, and there's some that maybe just are craving a blessing so bad. And we need each other. You know what, I'll just speak a few words. You know, if I can encourage the church, if the Lord will use me, then that's what we'll do. And you know what, if not, then one of these brothers can come, or we'll just go into our little business that we have here. And, you know, I'm so thankful today. And we have to be careful as a church to continue to hold up what the Lord stood for, what He wants us to do. And you know what? We have to be careful not to fall victim here to what I see so many churches and religions do, and just doing whatever they can, Papa, to swell the numbers. Why just to, why, you know what, just to bring them all in, to conform to this world and give them what they want. But you know what? Then there's the flip side of that as well, where there's some that are so righteous that they'll drive the whole world away. And we have to guard ourselves against that just as strong. You know what? Because there isn't any of us that are righteous here. The Lord, He told us that there's none righteous, not one. But we need to be about our Father's business today. You know, I can read in one place here, and it wasn't very long after old Joshua had took over, and just pray for a few minutes. You know, the Lord, He's had this on my mind for some reason, and it didn't feel like, you know what, that it would fit a lot of times, but I feel like, maybe after everything that we've seen here recently, you know, Moses, he led them through, all the way up to the edge of the promised land there with me, right up to what the Lord had promised old Abraham, that natural land that they were looking for. And He set old Joshua in place there, because He said, Joshua, I'm with you. You know what? And He took over all the people that had come, and you know what? And they come over into that land. He led them across the river, didn't He? He was good to His word, and He told Joshua that night when they had eat of the land, that He had promised them all the manna that He was feeding them with, and it dried up, didn't it? When the dew would rise from the ground, and it would dry, there was bread all over the land, and they would go and they would pick it up, and they would eat of that, and then it would go away. And God had told him, bud, when you eat of the fruit of the land that I promised you, I'm not going to feed you anymore like this. You need to work. You know, and He told Joshua, the very night that they ate of that land, He said, now you go And you circumcised all them, and he knew why they did that, and they had them a little dinner there, and he told him this day why the reproach of Egypt is rolled away. I've kept my word here, naturally so. I've given you a land. Well, you know what? The land was full of kings and kingdoms. There was people already living here, you know, and there was work to be done still. I think Joshua, they could have looked at this place and said, well, it's ours now. We're just going to set up tents and we're just going to stay here. But there was still some work to be done here. And they would go right down to Jericho and to the city of Ai. The two big cities that they come to, and they just burned them out. And the Lord was with them. I find it funny sometimes when you think about how times are different. When I read, there was no mercy in Joshua, and there was no mercy in any of his men. I find it strange. You know what? And I question sometimes when I read about Joshua's men going in and not leaving a single person left alive afterwards, taking the king and stringing him up for hours so that all could see. But I know down in my heart the Lord, he worked a work in me. I know that he, when he found me, I was a great fenced city here, and I had the hardness of heart. Who is this? Who are you to come up against me and my walls here? But I put my fences up and my army, my soldiers come to fight. It felt like for years, I was fighting a war, down inside. And you know what? Joshua, after they had taken out those two big cities, all the kings and the kingdoms all across the land, they come together and they said, we're going to fight one last fight here, and we're going to win our part, our land here. But you see, there was one little country or one little city there, Gibeon, and they said, we've seen what they've done here, the works that their Lord has done, that their God has done. Let us go and trick them, and let them let us be one of them, that they'll protect us. It said, I believe, they were the next city in line, that they were coming to, but they took, their camels and their donkeys, and they made, their garments look old. They took old moldy bread, they took, wine and old containers that were breaking apart, and they come, and they rub dirt all over them, and they come to Joshua and said, we come from a far country, and we've heard the great thing that you have done in the name of God, and we ask that you have mercy on us, on our country. And Josh asked him a few different times, said, where do you come from? And they wouldn't answer him. They just said, we come from a long ways away. Look how dirty we are. They said, look at the bread that we cooked from our own table and brought out of our oven the very day that we left. Look how moldy it is now. Look at our containers of wine and water, how split and broken it is. These were brand new when we left here. And Joshua went and talked to his people and said, these men, they've come in the name of God, and we need to bring them in and protect them. And they did that. You know what? And it said that they made a little covenant with them, that they would protect them. It wasn't very long when they made it to their little city, Joshua and his soldiers come up and they're like, hey, we know you, we just saw you, and he said, why did you lie to me? Why would you do this thing? And they told him, out of fear, we knew that you were coming with your wrath, and we knew that we wanted to be one in your number, even if it means being your servants forever. And old Joshua said, we swore by the Lord to protect you, and we're going to do this thing. You know what? We got to be careful sometimes as a church. We need to have mercy when mercy is warranted. We need, when people draw them in here as much as we can. I don't care if they're lying to me somewhere. I let the Lord deal with them. I bring them in and preach to them as hard as we can. I don't care what kind of life they lived before. You see, he didn't say, well, you were always the enemy. I've always wondered, Joshua, I believe, was born down in Egypt. How would he know where all of these little towns and cities were? How would he know the names of all the people? Our God was with him from the very beginning. And you know, and it said, they told him, everything's gonna be alright. You'll be our servants forever because you lied to us. But you will be one of my number here. And it wasn't much longer when all the other kingdoms heard about it, and they come up to attack old Gideon. 5 kingdoms. There were 5 different kings come up against them. And Gideon, they didn't call on their friends. They called out, Joshua, bring your God and your people and protect us here. And what did Joshua do? He mounted all the troops and headed down there. And it said the Lord spoke good to him and said, I have delivered all of these into your hand. Go, and be just. Be a good friend to these that have come. I can hear old Jesus when his disciples come to him. About those that were casting out spirits. And they were doing great things. But they didn't know who they were. I said, who are these? They don't come the same way that we do. They don't come in your name. And he said, well, those that are for us, they're not our enemy here. We don't always see things the same way, do we? We don't, as churches, always do things the same way. But you know what? If God be for us, then who can be against us? Here today, let's come together and worship Him in spirit and in truth. You know what? And Joshua and his men, they come riding into town, and it said, they sprung upon this great army. They were outnumbered, but the Lord, what is a number to Him? And those 5 kings and all their men were driven back, and they tried to escape into many different places. And the kings, they found them a little cave, didn't they? You know, and it said the 5 kings, I don't know how they ended up together. They must have been riding in the back, watching their men fight, just hanging out, having a good old time. Thinking, we're going to squash this, and it's going to be done. You know, and they went and they hid in a little cave, and some of Joshua's men come, and I could just see them laughing. We found these mighty kings kings hiding in this cave, and we're standing guard on it. What do you want us to do? And he told them, roll a great stone in front of the door. I will come back to them when we're good and ready. Could you imagine being one of those men? You know what? You can read all through the Bible. Many men being trapped down in a cave there. But they weren't alone, were they? But these men were all alone. With themselves. If they would have looked to the Lord for I believe He would have spared them. I believe in a merciful God today. Because there was another time when a nation thought they were putting it into an uprising, didn't they? And they took the man, the King of all kings, and they crucified him, and they put him down in a little cave. And they rolled a great stone in front of that door, and they said, that's the end of that. Let's go back and dust our hands off and get back to the things, the way things were here. But you see, that wasn't the end of my father. Like it was, those 5 men. He come on that third and appointed morning, and he rolled the stone away. What stone can you put in front of my God? You see, because it said, when they come back to those men, and they killed them, why for what they had done, that they left them in that cave there, and they stacked up many stones. Why it said, and those stones are still there today. Why is what the Bible said. But there was a stone that rolled away, and the great stone I come walking out of that cave there, saying, farewell, vain world. I know one of these days I'm gonna hear my Father's voice, and He's gonna come and say, the death here and the grave, it has no hold over me. I look up a little bit higher. You can put me down in a cave somewhere, and I can live. And it'll be all right, because I'm just passing through. Like old Daniel. He didn't know if it was coming out of that hole.
That's right. That's right.
But the Lord was with him the whole time.
Amen.
There stood with me an angel all night long. How many times throughout the Bible do you hear that? From Paul talking about it down in the bottom of the boat, to Daniel talking about it being down in the lion's den. An angel of the Lord, he came and he comforted me. Well, when I was 16 years old and I was down in that cave, and I felt like I was down and out in this world, well, there came the angel, and he stood with me and he told me all things are going to be all right. And you know what? And they were.
Yes, they were.
You know what? We were on our way over that Friday morning to go to church, and you know what? We met at about 5:45, I guess, at your house, and made it over to about Abingdon, and we stopped, and we were going to get some breakfast and stuff like that. And you know what? I was in line. We were at Hardee's there, and there was a whole bunch of people in there getting breakfast on a Friday morning. And you know, I was just standing there kind of by myself looking at the menu, and there was this old timer right in front of me, and he just kind of turns around and he looks at me and said, "God bless you, it's a wonderful day." And I said, yeah, it is a wonderful day. And he started talking about the Bible. And he started saying, the Lord is so good to us today. And he was getting louder. And some of the people in front of me kind of was looking around. And you know, and I told him, I said, we're going to church over the mountain here. If you want to come. And his face lit up. And he said, oh, God bless you to have a great service today. He said, there's joy in the morning that's coming.
That's right.
And he told me, he said, I was talking to my pastor last night. He said he's in the hospital. Why, he had had a big stroke and he hadn't been able to get back to church or anything here. He said he can't even talk. He just, when he wants to communicate, he writes it down on a notebook. And he said, I went to him last night. And I said, is there anything that I can do for you? And he said his preacher, he just wrote the word preach. I own the notepad, and he showed it to him. And he said, we need to be about my Father's business. I preach until you have no words. I left in this world, and then I write them down in a little notebook. I put them on your tombstone, if that's what you gotta do. But look out, I reach out to this world here today. You know what?
Amen.
And I felt like the Lord put him right there for me. I needed that. That Friday morning.
That's good.
You know what? And he just got his food. I don't remember what he ordered, but then he went around and pretty much the whole lobby there and was saying, God bless you, God bless you, and then he just left. You know what? There's workers everywhere here in this world. And we need to keep pushing. We need that zeal. Don't let it be something that happens, you know what, that causes us to finally look and do what God wants us to do. But you know what, with these few words, I don't know if you're going to get a song or if we just want to go into church work.